You are watching a live stream of the Sunday wrap-up.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. It's good to see you here this morning. Please welcome to the forum, Kitty, that darn Kitty. How are you?
Woo!
And Warren.
Missed you guys.
Yes, we missed you too. We were hoping that the ladies would return to the stream one day, and here you are. And Warren.
Hi.
Hello.
There you go.
Warren, how was your week?
Now we just need.
That was good.
Yeah, how was it?
I have a hangover, but it was good.
Oh, man. Enjoy that part of your experience, my friend. Enjoy that part. Yeah, I think 76 is on the East Coast, so it's pretty darn early for her. So if if she had the same kind of weekend as Warren, she may show up a little bit later. So, but I think she was
All right.
planning on doing that. I don't know if you've noticed up in the corner here, we've got a logo that says Well Go USA Entertainment. And that's because portions of this program will be sponsored by Well Go USA Entertainment. Our friends there were very gracious to provide me with a copy of Crocodile Island, which releases this week on the 21st, I believe. So I got an advanced screening of that, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. So that's some of the things we'll be doing.
Sweet.
And let's see, what else we got going on here? We switch that out real quick. Oh, yeah, here we go. And let's see, this one. We'll choose this one right here.
You've gone so corporate, all this branding, you got to get everything right.
Well, I'm just getting ready for the money. That's all. Rosales Comics is a comic book company, and we do provide you with digital and print comic books as well. You can find links to Skin Hunters and the Grim Tales of Rainbow Falls, the comic book version. The first
I want the
chapter.
comic book version.
The comic book version is available in digital and print, and illustrates the first chapter in the book that Kitty was holding up so graciously. There it is. Yay. Which you can read in gory detail, or you can look at in gory detail in illustration form. Also, a week or two back, I got a nice little copyright strike for hosting a viewing of the public domain film Plan 9 from Outer Space. And to celebrate that copyright strike, I have created all kinds of merchandise with a brand new poster design that is wholly original for Plan 9 from Outer Space, featuring Bela Lugosi, Tor Johnson, and Vampira. As you can see, you can get yourself a nice little comforter, a screen printed shirt, or a backpack if you're so inclined. So those are available at rosalescomics.com.
Careful, they might sue you.
You can't sue me for something they didn't create. So
no. Bob from New Jersey created it, right?
Oh.
You just don't know.
And as always, DMR Hosting has plans available starting from $4.95. All the same stuff you would get at the major players with 99.99% uptime. With servers across the United States and Europe, you are bound to be able to host whatever site that you want to do, as long as it's legal in whatever country you're in. So,
Damn
at
it.
an affordable price. Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cole. So there's that.
You made me think of something, though. When
What's
Loki and Thor, when the movie came out for the Ragnarok, I remember Disney was trying to copyright it, even though Loki and Thor are IP that exist even before Disney was thought of. And with Lion King, there was a Hakuna Matata phrase that is normal to say in Swahili, and they tried to trademark it and make it so that people couldn't sell T-shirts and more with Hakuna Matata.
No.
It's
Well, Disney's ridiculous with its copyright. There was one where they had a nursery or some, a daycare had the
Stork?
Mickey Mouse and all of them. No, it just had the Disney characters painted on the wall. No copyright. Like it's like, geez, dude, that it was like a tiny little mom and pop like thing. And then there's even there is that story about, isn't it, where they even did like a copyright claim thing where somebody had like a kid's gravestone.
Oh yeah,
They
the
didn't
Spider-Man
allow-
thing.
Yeah, they didn't allow that. I'm like,
Well, it's
Stop!
off brand. It's off brand. I mean, they did not okay the licensing for that headstone. And, you got to control what kind of derivative items you have. And you know what? The thing is that most things, copyrights, if it's one item or two items, they let those things slide. However, if it gets over 100, then they have to say something about it. So we're probably looking at the 101st Spider-Man tombstone.
oh,
All right. So you think it's more than just one? All right.
There's got to be more than one. I mean, they can't be the only ones who had the idea.
But we wouldn't know that. Me and Kitty heard the story because they tried to fight it. I think that they should let stuff like that completely slide and not let the world know that there are
it's
these
a
great.
child that died.
Yeah.
Like, what are you losing from this? You've made
Well-
something so iconic that it goes beyond copyright. You're not
Well,
making money from it.
I can't
I-
believe they licensed out headstones now. What kind of what kind of grave robbing company does this? License out their characters for headstones? It's a matter of what people see. It's appearances, and they if anything at all, Disney is litigious, and
Yeah, thank
they are very
Yeah.
very litigious. So, but
When I see a cross, I think of, this man must have been really religious, or the faith of Christianity is a positive thing. I never think, damn it, Jesus. I don't think that way.
But in all honesty, the kid's not going to know what's on the headstone.
Oh
No, the kid won't know what's on the headstone, but the people walking by and seeing it will see Spider-Man, and wow, how positive and how influential this character was to where it's on headstones. What an important part of our culture. It's actually free press. I don't know. I'm not mad at it.
I think it's far
I don't
more
either.
important for them to be on underwear than on headstones.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you know what? The thing is,
Underoos.
you're not making profit from the headstone. So, like, the people are not come and see my child's headstone and pay me for it. I'm making money off of this decoration.
The
of
person
tragedy.
who carved it did.
Okay, go after him. Cease and desist, but don't go after the families and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like they want to put an advertisement on there, like buy Spider-Man merch at the store.
Oh, yeah, like
here.
What do you think, Jaded? Should
have to
Disney
pay a
have gone after
subscription.
the headstone for the dead
A
kid
QR
that had
code.
Spider-Man on it?
If Disney can go after a daycare center for having painted the Disney characters to keep their copyright, then they can go after a cemetery.
Yeah.
It was
There
a
we
big
go.
story that Disney went after a daycare and told them to have to paint over all the Disney characters. And everybody was whining and complaining. And it was like, well, no, they have to do that to be able to retain their copyright. Because otherwise, if anybody can do it, then how
Then
are
it
they going to
starts
retain it?
becoming public domain.
Mhm.
But still,
Yes,
yeah, when it comes to
That's Disney going, oh, yeah, anybody can use our characters without a problem.
Yeah. So there you go. There's that.
the headstone thing, I think should be an exception. That's what I'm saying.
Why?
Dead children tend to have an effect on me. I don't know.
Well, what if people start seeing superheroes on headstones and they start thinking that these superheroes died and are buried there?
Next topic.
Next
Well,
topic.
then just put MCU 2008 to present day.
We've got a
how you know
request.
the characters died.
Yeah, just put Uncle Ben for all of them.
Uncle Ben should be on all of them. All right, moving on to the next topic. Let's take a look at what that topic might be.
They have
We have ourselves a Majors update.
Majors updates with its own element in music.
Jill, I haven't been able to find anything on what's going on with Jonathan Majors this week. I thought he had a court case. Maybe you can tell us what's going on.
Nothing has happened. No advancements. No sightings with him and Megan Good. There's been no prior. Like, remember how last week we talked about Alvin Bragg, the DA, lost against Priya Chaudhry, who is Jonathan Majors' attorney. Remember how we had something like that to talk about? This week, it's nothing. They're just preparing for their case, which is on November 29th. And on that day, we will see. Am I forgetting something? Like, I don't think there is an update, Rosales.
No, but I made the graphic and I thought it was nice. So
okay.
That was our Majors update.
Yeah.
That it's still happening for some reason.
The update is that there are no updates. You got to know what.
Is that apparently there's still something happening involving Jonathan Majors, but we're not really sure what for anymore.
Yeah, it's going to be delayed another year, right?
You think there's going to be weekly updates on Jonathan Majors, and so you go out of your way to create something that highlights what we do each week, which is talk about Jonathan Majors at the beginning of the show, and. No,
we have a Jonathan Majors expert waiting to give us commentary.
He's on holiday.
Yeah, well, that's an update.
So wait a minute. So the trial has been pushed back, much like the movies he's been in.
Kind of.
Yeah. I mean, he had a nice breakfast today. There's the update.
Okay. Wait a second. What is a nice breakfast, Cole? You know, you can't just come and there's the misinformation in here.
Eddie, breakfast, that is an American food. How about that?
Captain Crunch. That's a part of a complete breakfast.
Anything not manufactured by an industrial company that is serving institutions is a good breakfast.
Okay.
No jail breakfast for Jonathan
there you go. Do they give prisoners Captain Crunch?
No.
If it's if it's a last request and it's within their means, if your final meal wants to be Captain Crunch, then you get a bowl of Captain Crunch.
That's a weird tradition that they have.
Yeah. Oh, you can have we're gonna kill you, but here's your last meal. That's
okay.
Great.
Out of all of the weird traditions, I think not picking up the soap is the worst tradition.
Oh.
Bah, bah.
Jonathan Majors movies have been delayed. He hasn't gotten a new job. There is no update at all. They're talking about not continuing Kang, but that has nothing to do with the assault case. I don't know. Sorry, man. Yeah. No update.
Does it really not have nothing to do with it?
Yeah, because the writer for Quantumania was fired, and this was before the strike, before the the court case. They thought this isn't the direction we're going. We got to rethink it. So it is. Okay, I guess it doesn't have nothing to do with the case. I'm sure if it was resolved, maybe they'd double think it, but or if he was actually convicted, they would for sure have went away in the Kang direction. So it probably has a little to do with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
sorry, I wasn't here last week, as you know.
Yeah, I'm just mad that one film got delayed. I think he could have got a Oscar nom this year if it wasn't.
He'll get it next year when it does release.
Yeah.
Please welcome Miss 1776.
Good morning.
Good morning. How was your week, Miss 1776?
I was just trying to screw around with the computer. It's not working. It's having issues again.
Having volume issues?
Oh, is that? Oh, God. Okay, let me fix that.
Well, you just missed the fact that... Oh, go ahead.
Well, I'm sorry. I was just going to say a woman that comes with a volume control. I like that.
That's not a thing.
That was a major update.
Women now available.
But we do have other topics other than the volume of women. Last night there was a show.
Wrestling.
AEW had a a pay-per-view last night called Full Gear, and they had a lot of fun things happening. So let me just scroll through these real quickly. Eddie Kingston defended his title against Jay Lethal, and I think Jay Lethal won. So we have a new ROH. No, wait a minute. That's not true. That's not what happened. That was my prediction, and I got it wrong. Eddie Kingston defended that title and has now put it on the line for something else. So,
Yeah, I mean,
no,
I
that's
wish
wrong.
Lethal won.
But Eddie Kingston, the ROH World Championship, defended his title on AEW's pay-per-view, not a ROH pay-per-view. But continuing in the 0 Hour pre-show, which was live on YouTube, Claudio Castagnoli put a beating down on Buddy Matthews, who wouldn't accept his hand and was he just didn't, he wasn't happy about losing. We'll say that.
Bad
MJF
loser.
had to choose Samoa Joe as a partner to defend his ROH World Tag Team Champions with his partner, who is on the injured list, against the Guns, who are basically heat sinks when it comes to crowds. And this was basically to see if they could get them over as bad guys. And sure enough, they could not. So
Oh my God.
they attacked MJF after the match. And Samoa Joe, who only did this so that he could get a shot at the World Championship, just left him behind. And they took out his knee, and MJF was taken from the building in an ambulance to check out his knee. However, he did see Adam Cole, who was there, and he told him not to let them take his title away. So in the next match, there was a farewell tour of Adam Copeland. I mean, not Adam Copeland, but the Sting, who happens to be retiring. So let's get some good music on for this.
You cannot
Yeah,
tell he's in
again.
his 50s with all that face paint.
Yeah, you just can't. But his son looks strikingly like him. So
Mm.
I think that's interesting.
Yeah, he won't need to retire. They'll just say it's him.
It's Sting Part 2. So he did a crazy dive for his age and did some wacky stuff. And Christian Cage eventually left in the middle of the match, leaving Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne to bear the brunt of everybody's finisher in a row. So they wound up on top. Orange Cassidy retained his title against Jon Moxley. Now, if we remember correctly, Jon Moxley received a concussion fighting Rey Fenix, and he had to give up the title right there and then. They called an audible, and he gave up the title to Rey Fenix. Rey Fenix, in turn, wound up getting a leg injury himself and gave up the title to Orange Cassidy. So this was kind of a follow-up match because at some point, Jon Moxley was supposed to fight somebody else that they had planned, and they couldn't do it. So they scrapped all that, and Orange Cassidy is now officially the undisputed AEW International Champion.
I love Toni Storm. Her little classic black and white. The camera zooms in on her in the middle of the match in black and white. What? That's not even wrestling. That's just like a production entertainment thing. I don't get it.
She is
timeless.
way too over, and she got over on her own. She wasn't getting over when she was the champion previously. She had to give up a title before and had issues. Sorry, my throat is kind of scratchy. But finally, Toni Storm now has the title for a third time?
Good for
She's
her.
a two-time champion, now a three-time champion, and took it from Hikaru Shida, who I think is really underappreciated. But hey, let's go with the black and white.
Mhm.
Ricky Starks and Big Bill, the odd couple of wrestling, beat out the teams of professional tag teams, which is wrestlers who tag team, keeping their AEW World Tag Team title, and it was a pretty good match.
Next.
This was a surprise. Julia Hart wound up getting the this one. Julia Hart wound up winning.
Your mic.
Taking
Yeah, your mic was canceling you out there.
My mic was canceling me out. Okay, Julia Hart pinned Sky Blue, gaining the title of Chris Statlander, and stole her title, basically. So we got a new champion.
Oh, you muted yourself for that cough. I was waiting for it.
Will Ospreay is now All Elite. They announced a big signing. Everybody thought they were going to bring out
Mercedes Moné,
or even that he blew it and was going to bring out Ronda Rousey. But no, it was the much debated, much sought after, still under contract for New Japan, Will Ospreay. So that was the big surprise.
Have a look at that pic.
Oh, yeah.
Where does he look like he's from, Kitty?
Ireland. Because of the green, that's all. Why?
Very, very close. Very close. He is a citizen of the UK. And in one of the most brutal, bloody, disgusting matches I've ever seen, Swerve Strickland in their second match against Hangman Adam Page won a Texas death match. The only way you can win a Texas death match is through submission or count out. In other words, they have to be knocked out completely and can't stand back up. And he choked him out with a chain, basically hung the Hangman, and got the 10 count, and now it's 1-for-1. So in some future pay-per-view, we will have the rubber match that will decide who is the best.
You're talking about the match. I'm interested in the entrance with Prince Nana, but okay.
Oh, he had dancers with him this time. Professional dancers doing the little dance that he does. Yes. And they were around him. It was very, very Soul Train-ish. It was very nice. Very nice. Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho, the Golden Jets, fought the Young Bucks for the right to challenge for the AEW Tag Team Championship.
Number 1 contenders match.
They won. Adam Cole was up next to fight Jay White. However, Adam Cole was on crutches and had his foot in the boot.
Oops.
But he's basically the reason he was there was to create anticipation for what's going on. You've got a question, Kitty?
No, I'm just trying to do the thumb thing.
The thumb thing.
Their poses are incredible.
Adam Cole, baby. However,
I think that's actually cool. Sorry, but go back to Adam Cole. I think it's amazing that all he's doing is this, and this non-fan Kitty resonated with his signature pose where he says his name and the whole crowd gets into it. She doesn't know that.
When he does this?
Yeah. He screams out his name, Adam Cole, and they yell, "Baby!" Yeah. So it's very awesome.
Joe White's just pointing at me.
In classic WWE Attitude Era fashion, MJF stole the ambulance, drove back all bandaged up, and made it to the ring to defend his title against Jay White. And he even put him on a table that collapsed before he could jump, and still climbed to the corner and delivered a flying elbow from the corner buckle onto the broken table onto Jay White, which probably dislocated his hip. So he gave everything he had and more to defend and win back the title that was stolen from him by a non-champion, Jay White. So there's that, and that's our recap of AEW.
Yay!
Very exciting. Chains, tables,
hangings.
Yeah.
Yes. It was a banger. Some people like to say it was a banger of a show, and my wife was excited to pay $57 to watch it. So
Sting is retiring soon. Not this match, but it's coming. So we gotta watch every match.
Well, that was his last match in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And so he got a standing ovation.
And see, that justifies the $57.
Mm-hmm. And we got to see his doppelganger son sitting ringside. He didn't get involved with anything, but he was there.
It was a preview. It was a teaser. What will happen with him?
Yeah.
Maybe something, maybe nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. You never know. What? I don't have it. I don't have one of these. But
that came out this weekend.
That came out this weekend. As we got a. Let's see here. What do we got over here? Oh no! I would not say that, Warren. I'm looking at the private chats. So
I wouldn't say that either.
Out there in the viewers in the comment section, if you got a favorite match, if you saw the pay-per-view last night, we'd love to hear your highlight of the night and maybe what the match of the night was. But moving on to the Hunger Games. Where is that?
Wah, wah. Have you guys seen it?
No.
Nope, nobody saw it.
I saw the cam version just to see how the story is and everything. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
No spoilers.
Well, they were predicting that they were going to get 50 million this weekend, and it wound up taking in 45, so 5 million less than they expected, which I still think is pretty darn good for a movie of its caliber.
The book itself was even written for this purpose, so that's something that I've seen. Like I've seen people talk about is that they were going to put this movie together as the prequel, whatever, but there was no book. So then she went and wrote this book, and people that have read the book have said it's not great. So it was bound to be. It was just not a good thing from top to bottom.
So the book wasn't good either?
Yeah, I haven't read the book, but apparently I've read all the Hunger Games and everything. So I suppose I should just check what the other one's like.
Well, me personally, I wasn't gonna see it for Rachel Zegler, that disgusting Zoomer. So no, thank you.
You guys are too harsh on her. Just because she has deep
actually are.
Just because she what?
What did Cole say first?
No, I was just saying you are being too harsh. I was agreeing. What were you saying now?
Yeah, so just because she said things that are wrong, she's still young. Like, you gotta give her that.
Yeah, I just said a disgusting Zoomer. That's young and at the same
kids
time.
her age.
What has that got to do with her performance or the actual quality of the film?
She's not a good actress.
Whoa, that was so rational, jaded fanboy.
I know, for a jaded man.
Sorry, I'm not. Again, this is the whole Amber Heard, Ezra Miller.
She's not a good actress, though.
She's a fine actress.
Doesn't she sing nicely? And this has also got singing in it.
See?
It also just makes no sense to me, but okay, thanks.
I mean,
and it doesn't look like the time period.
Okay.
Really.
And also, Hunger Games ran its course. Like,
yeah, they should have left it.
They should have left it at the third one. Like, what are you doing? This is like stupid. No offense.
They already messed it up by splitting the last movie.
That's not milking if it's trash.
Of course, it's milking it. Okay, do you think Jaws 4 was a quality movie?
I didn't say it's a quality movie.
We're gonna make Jaws 4 because they're trying to milk the franchise. You think Iron Man 2 and 3 were any good? You think Thor 2 and 3 were any good?
No,
there's still a lot of Zoomers like this.
All I'm saying is the Hunger Games ran its course, and we already know what happened. So it's not. This isn't like years of build up like Star Wars. This is just stupid to do a prequel for Hunger Games. Like just.
Oh, you mean like a prequel for Star Wars too?
I mean, but that actually has history behind it.
Well, so does the Hunger Games. It has history.
Hunger Games, like Kitty said, because I don't really care for the Hunger Games. I thought I only watched the first two, and that was it.
You can be a total fan of Star Wars and love the original trilogy or the second trilogy if you like, and still not like the holiday special.
True.
What?
Mhm.
That makes
What
no
do you mean? It's
sense.
great.
Well,
How could you
what I'm
not
saying is, like,
it?
if you watch the other Hunger Games movie and you enjoyed them, you're not obligated to like this prequel, because they made it as a cash grab, just like they made the holiday special as a cash grab.
Well, I mean, if
Yeah,
you like
the
any of them,
holidays.
then that's confusing.
No, that's unfair though. The holiday special was an independent thing. It's not. It has nothing to do with the actual story. It has nothing to do with the original trilogy story.
Yeah,
Life
and
date.
you guys are hating, all right? The holiday special is really good. You're just haters.
Yes.
We
I
know
mean,
about your
no,
B.
no
Arthur
jokes.
fetish.
Did you see this? That she sings the hanging tree?
Are
in this?
you coming to the tree?
I love the way Jennifer sings that song, actually. So yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with Hunger Games. I enjoyed it. I was there for it. I was part of it. The part of the hype for it. But that was a while ago. They should have left it be. Just
I
let
mean,
it die.
Jennifer
leave it
Lawrence,
alone.
she paved the way for women in Hollywood. So
The first
know,
action star.
first
female.
action star, female, dumb broad.
Wait a minute. Are there people actually making that statement
What?
Jennifer Lawrence.
that she's the first female action
She
hero?
said it in a
She
clip.
said it herself. That's the
She
joke.
said it
is 'cause
herself. I
Everybody
wouldn't.
was like,
Yeah.
she tried to make it. She's like, oh, no one had ever cast a
I'm
female
surprised
in a
I didn't
leading
catch your
role.
eye.
Ah.
Who pays attention to what women say? I mean, seriously, come on.
True.
She's the first female action star.
She is, right?
Well, yeah. Who's the actress? Who's the actress that played Tomb Raider? What was her face?
Jennifer Lawrence.
No.
Jennifer Lawrence. She played it, right?
Okay, thanks for getting that. Because honestly, Jaded would think I'm that stupid. I'm glad you guys got the joke. Jaded's like,
no, yeah. I got the joke. I thought that was funny. I thought that was well done. That was a well done joke.
Thank you.
It was.
You got to make them happy once in a while. Placates them.
Alicia Vikander was Tomb Raider. When?
The new one.
Oh.
No, I meant the one from the 90s.
Oh, isn't that Angelina Jolie?
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, Angelina Jolie. She was that.
And a lot of people forget Daniel Craig was in that. He was pretty bad in it.
Was he a baddie? I don't know.
Well, no, it was just a bad. Well, I mean, I forgot if he was or not.
He was basically an ally to Tomb Raider. He was kind of like, he was an ex-lover who ends up helping her. And,
yeah, his performance was so bad he cannot do an American accent.
Sometimes you just got to take the check and phone it in.
Yeah,
but he can't pull off a Hawaiian shirt, though, I guess.
Yeah.
I need to go and get some screenshots of this man. Hold up.
Action heroes. There's been
Daniel Craig, Tomb Raider.
I mean, you can go Elektra, Catwoman.
I mean, it's a Sigourney
Look
Weaver.
at that smile.
Look
at that smile as she's looking at Daniel Craig pictures on the internet.
You are a married woman.
That's why she has the screen up. She's got that screen up so nobody can see what's coming on.
Yeah, my husband can't see what I'm looking at. He's actually so small compared to,
Whoa, Kitty, oh. What do you mean?
What side are you on?
What are you looking at?
No, man, I'm talking about like the size of him in Tomb Raider versus the size of him in the Bond movies. You know, he walks out of the.
Angelina
Jolie. It's the same size. It's just she's taller.
She's just taller.
I did not see that you had put me on the front now. Away. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, I believe that kind of similar thing happened in like Tenet with how how tall the actress was. Forgot her name, but like Elizabeth.
Yeah, the same thing with every Sylvester Stallone movie and Tom Cruise movie.
Daniel Craig's bod.com.
See, I'm just going to wait for you to start streaming your diagramming of Daniel Craig.
Yes, the progression of Daniel
Yeah,
Craig.
Gina Davis. She did that Pirates movie.
Yes, with her husband directed it. The
Cutthroat
Island.
Oh,
Island.
and what's her face? The Resident Evil movies.
Yeah.
Speaking of lead actresses who have a director for a husband.
Mila Jovovich.
That's it. Yeah, speaking of female actresses who get a job because their husband's the director. So.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of female actresses and real women heroes, Stephen Yeun was cast as Sentry in the Marvel films.
Yes. I had a wonderful conversation with a friend who went through loops and holes to say why he should be the Sentry, and all I said to my friend was like, okay, bro, why can't we just find a no-name actor who's Robert Reynolds? Why does he have to be an Asian guy? And I said, come on, bro, like think about it. It's an Asian actor. There's a market in China. He's well known. That's why they did it. And I think it's silly. And he's like, oh, well, the Sentry doesn't have any real history. But the Sentry is a white dude.
Wait. Did you just say he's Chinese or something?
No, I didn't say this. No, I said Stephen Yuen is Asian, and there's a market in China.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just making sure. Okay.
Yeah, I made sure I said my sentence
because
properly.
I've heard two people on streams already call him Chinese accidentally.
No, I said he's Asian, so there's a market in China, and Shang-Chi didn't go so well, so you kind of hit two birds with one stone. My thing is why we cast. I've never been the cast. I agree with Chill's post I saw earlier today. Why not just put him in an Asian?
Let me share my screen. Let me find that.
An Asian hero. Like, why are we doing this? It's silly.
Why even have Sentry? He's a ridiculous character.
Can I stream share this topic, Rosales?
Yes, please do.
I know Chill's really happy about the casting.
Welcome everybody watching on the Chillmonger YouTube channel. We're live on the Sunday wrap up. If you want to join us, it's Rosales Comics. Stephen Yeun cast as the Sentry is an absolute mistake. That's all.
Actually, having a movie involving Sentry is a mistake. Forget whoever they cast.
I don't. So the premise that I heard for the Thunderbolts movie, which sounds ridiculous, is basically Super Soldier program gone wrong, and they recruited that group that they casted to catch him because they realized that if they sent anybody else, they can just write it off, like they would die, as if they send like say Hulk or somebody. So that's why they put together that team of super soldiers for that. But I think it's ridiculous. I mean, he's a good actor. I'm not knocking the guy. He's a good actor, but why? Why just get a no-name guy? Aren't these people that's cast in Marvel gonna be on for long contracts? Am I wrong to say that, or
I don't know anymore. They don't plan things properly. But here's the tweet that I put up, and I hope you all retweet it. I said that the Sentry has appeared non-Korean in every media he's ever been in since he was created. This week, we learned Stephen Yeun was indeed cast to play this non-Korean role. And when he's eventually finished, and Stephen Yeun is no longer attached to this anymore because time passes and we only live in 2023 now, but we hope to live in 2043 when the MC was over and everyone's done and they recast and everything starts over again. Sentry will return to looking like the Sentry. We deserve Korean heroes who stay Korean. You can cast for Taeguki. You're saying who, right? Everyone's saying who? Who?
Did you say
you think Kevin Feige knows that character?
Do you think the casuals know the Sentry? You think
all I heard from your conversation was gook.
Oh my god. 1 second.
Is it me? But does it look, if you're just looking at this, whoever's watching, it would appear that Kitty and Chillmonger are almost in the same studio in a sense, but like one's like you could like move your head over just a little bit.
Let's put us all in there. Look at that. That's crazy right there. Yeah. To me,
what are you trying to say about us?
That whole line of thinking of play your own race, and other actors can't play these roles. It just kind of sounds deep Southy to me. It sounds very, very racist, if you will. It's kind of like race gatekeeping. It's the kind of thing that they pushed against when they did Hamilton.
This is what I think about. There's 33 Marvel movies out right now, and Thunderbolts will be the 35th. And we only got one Korean superhero. Don't read this comment. One Korean super after 35. And it's a Korean superhero who's not going to be Korean again. What's the point? This is stupid. It is preventing a very rare and scarce opportunity that comes with a casting such as Steven Yeun playing a superhero, and they're burning it. This is the most, like, I don't know, hypnotizing method that people are falling for, and they're saying representation and it's happening, and I'm like, no, it's actually preventing when you think about how few of these opportunities exist.
Yeah, but the people who are praising it as representation only care about the fact that it's superficial. It doesn't matter to them in the long term.
And so are the people in charge. It's superficial.
Well, yeah, it's just superficial. It's just like a what's it called? What's that term?
Token?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say like a coat of paint that hides the rust behind it. It's not fixing anything. It's not readjusting it. It's just covering the problem. It's not
a Band-Aid solution. It doesn't heal you. It's not medicine. Let's identify what the problem is. There is a standard industry-wide of like only one ethnic group getting the most and overrepresenting. And to interfere with that, you need the other ethnic groups. Now let's do it where they're not playing white characters, because the Human Torch is a white character, no matter or whether Michael B. Jordan played him or not. We know that to be a white character when they're casting for the new Fantastic Four, which is a topic I'm guessing that Rosales is going to get into right next. So I won't get too far into it. But they're not casting and going, who are we going to cast as Human Torch? It's got to be somebody who's black because Michael B. Jordan played him. That's not how they think.
Well, I have to say something about what you mentioned, Rosales. If we're gonna apply that logic about the say the person that it doesn't matter, then Superman Legacy should be cast a Mexican then, right? Because it doesn't matter who's
Well, it
playing
doesn't
Superman.
matter. They don't care.
But we know that Superman will never be cast as a Mexican actor. We know that. That's just
if he's light enough, maybe.
He would be an illegal alien. Now,
well, that's true too.
the thing is,
that would be more representation than if it was a white actor.
If I understand what Chill is saying there, because that's the dangers that some classic people like Malcolm X had warned about, and people using the idea of charity to undermine the real goals of different people. Now, I think at some point, we're looking at accidental damage being done in the case of casting against race. My only problem with the post really is in the verbiage, because it does sound to me racist. And the idea, I'm on board with it. I've been behind this sort of thing. I don't like temporary representation. I like the bringing up of the actual characters that that should be out there. I don't like the idea of race swapping either, and I don't like the taking down of the redheads that's been going on for so many years in Hollywood. So, but again, it's just how it was presented. I kind of, and I'm probably the only one who took it the wrong way, because I didn't even, I didn't continue the conversation. I brought it up. As soon as he wrote the post, I said, I don't know, this kind of looks a certain way. And they explained, Chill came on and somebody else came on the tweet and went on explaining it. And I left it at that because I was satisfied with that. However, my initial response comes from a point of concern. That's all.
You talking about the reply to the tweet? Well, this is how we know Robert Kirkman. We all know he did The Walking Dead. He also does Invincible. both of those, cast Steven Yeun. And he's got a little relationship. So listen to what he said. And this is why we know Steven Yeun is cast as the Sentry.
Yeah, he called me. He went in for a costume fitting. I hope I'm not. I don't think this is a spoiler or anything that'll get anybody in trouble. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I don't care. I don't work for Marvel. What are they going to do to me? He called me and he said, I just came back from a costume fitting for the Sentry. I guess I only do superheroes that are yellow and blue. He said he was at the costume fitting and was like, oh, crap. I forgot Invincible was yellow and blue.
Oh, I love how he didn't give a shit.
Well,
so he likes playing yellow heroes. Hot Take Tuesday says, what other race says this apart from white races and blacks? You never hear a Jew, Latino, or Asian arguing about this. They care about getting paid and power in Hollywood. Yeah.
That's how you get there. But these castings are preventing getting there. These castings make it okay for a studio to say, are we doing enough Korean this quarter? Yes, we are. We've
some people did complain about a nose prosthetic on somebody this past
in the Netflix
season.
Wasn't it Netflix
Maestro or whatever, the Bradley Cooper one? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, the thing about
prosthetic,
they put a prosthetic on Bradley Cooper, who now has a big enough nose already. However, they needed to reshape it so that he looked like this Jewish character. And all of a sudden,
it didn't even look realistic.
They put a Jew nose on him. They got the hook nose for the Jews, and they make us look terrible. So, but really, all they were trying to do was reshape it. You know.
Yeah,
and
I mean, it didn't look like realistic to what the real person's nose looked like. That's the confusing
it just looked
thing.
Bad.
Yeah.
Walter says my issue is with excessive use of race swap, not race swapping in general. While I don't love the swaps, I don't think they're always a bad thing. The characterization is the most important thing. There.
I mean, I can get it, but it's just going to look very weird when I see Steven Yeun, and I mean, of course, they're going to modify the Sentry's costume, right? It's not going to be yellow tights, blue underwear, right? It's going to look different, but it's just going to. The Sentry's a very fairly new character, about 20 years old at this point now. That's what Robert Reynolds is a white guy. That's it. Like, he's a coke guy, not a coke guy. He's a druggie that got into a lab. That's what he is. So I'm sorry. That's like, I don't know. You're telling me, like, look at a Godzilla movie and look at the green toy from Toy Story and like say that's what I'm looking at. I can't do that. I'm sorry.
This would be fun if there was someone who supported the race swap casting, and we can get, what I mean?
Far.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't care. I just want to see the performance. But I mean, I would prefer. I mean, if it was like a character, like you said, Chill. And yes, Nerman, this is a Chill stream. Yes, correct.
I am stream sharing Rosales comics.
I mean,
if you want to share the link, Chill, you can. It's fine.
Please. I don't want my ears to bleed with Nerdman. Please.
Yeah. He put Zack Snyder's Justice League in Chef's Kiss, so let's not have him on. All right.
I'm sorry, but nobody was complaining about the race swapping with Catwoman.
With Halle Berry?
Yeah.
I thought that movie was trash. I didn't think they should have cast it.
It doesn't matter.
I said it back then.
Nothing to do with the casting.
It
was fine. It was fine. You know why? Because Eartha Kitt was fire back in the day. Eartha Kitt was.
I mean, they've done it a lot before. So with that character,
it's not a big deal.
It was just after the Oscar, so that was kind of different.
And that's a little bit different because it's not like it's like you said. Eartha Kitt wasn't. I mean, she.
Yeah, but there were 3 different Catwomen, so it's like even again. But again, we're not. Hold on. Are we basing Catwoman's character off of the Adam West TV show, or are we basing it off of the comic book?
No, that's not. what we're
Yeah,
saying.
let's base it off
You know,
of the
the only
comics.
problem with casting Halle Berry as the Catwoman is that they didn't do it what they previously did, which was base it on sex appeal.
What? Did you
She's
just say Halle
very
Berry?
sexy. Yeah.
Not in that film.
It didn't work. Yeah. It's weird. It was cringy sexy.
Rosales didn't watch the 106 episode with her and Free on the couch.
Yeah,
No one gets that
sushi
reference. It's
scene.
cool. Those who understand, understand.
I don't think blind people care what they look like as long as the characterization sounds on point. If they look like the character but don't carry the mannerisms, do the blind care? I think they only care when they go to the. There are movie screenings that have an assistance for the blind where they describe everything. So if Sentry comes out and it says a Korean man comes out who should be white, there might be an issue.
You having your shower with Chaz? Okay.
I gotta do that. I gotta do that for the blind people. Dude, narrate what's happening on screen.
Oh, you're gonna do the opposite.
Okay, look.
It's only a problem
sexy,
with porn.
It's weird, kind of cringe sexy.
The thing about Axel Foley in the book and the whole idea is that that movie was not handed to Eddie Murphy right away. It went to Sylvester Stallone. It went to Sylvester Stallone, and he took it and he started rewriting it to the point where it didn't look like the same movie, and the producers didn't want to make the movie that Stallone wanted to make. They wanted to make the movie that they came to him with, and he decided he didn't want to make the movie they came to him with, but he did want to make the movie that he was working on. And so they came up with an agreement and let him make his movie based on the same property, and he named it Cobra. And then they took the film to Eddie Murphy, and he did his thing. And that's where the whole Beverly Hills Cop thing came from. Two versions of the same film that deviated by race and by, everything else. But it was from the same origin novel.
Sorry, I'm looking at Halle Berry pictures.
What happened to Daniel Craig?
Oh, he's yesterday's news.
I mean, Halle Berry for the time was a hot ticket during that time, so I can see why she got picked up. But I mean, I don't know. I'm against the race swapping of heroes. There's plenty of characters out there. You could incorporate them other ways, and listen, if they casted Steven Yeun as Silver Surfer, I could see it because it's an alien race. I could see that. That's a great character you could cast him. Why the Sentry?
Why couldn't they just leave her in leather? Why did they give her such a horrible costume? Sorry.
They had to save money somewhere. They paid her a bunch.
Hmm.
And that's the problem you get with casting such name actors to do these things.
Especially when the characters are really popular, the IP's hot, you don't really need names. Instead, you need to hire unknowns. Do something that's called scouting. Get actors who are not very popular, and then you can make the characters a thing. I bet you they wish they did that with the Captain Marvel movie. Brie Larson, she had some name recognition, the Oscar, paid all that money, and look what this movie just made. Nerdman. Sir, what's your one thing you're going to say?
Just one?
Oh, he said it. Okay, have a great day, Nerdman.
Wait, did I miss it?
The real problem I have is when they gender swapped Warren. I think that was a problem. I didn't appreciate the character of Warren quite as much after that.
This guy's a freaking fool. That's all I gotta say.
What are you talking about? What are you saying? I mean,
Sir, are you going to tell me why Stephen Ewan playing Cass is the Sentry? It's because it's not essential to the character, this and that, because I'm not fighting that.
No, I wasn't
Because
going to
I
say
know
that.
what's coming.
I wasn't going to say that at all. You know my opinion on that. That's not what I was going to say. I don't think it matters. It's true. But I was going to say, there's a quote in The Godfather, and it's very, I think it's very poignant when it comes to this discussion. And it says, Al Pacino to his brother, never let anyone that isn't in the family know what you're thinking. Right? So even if you have a critique against all of this kind of stuff, keep it to yourself and talk to your people about it, because other people are going to use the way you talk about it. Even if you mean it in a certain way, they're going to use the way you talk about it in a racist way. I promise you. They will use black people who talk about non-race swapping and not having black people or Asian people in these roles in a way that will not be what you think it will, or what you would.
Yeah, but then you just call them out on it. That's all. You just call them out on it.
Keep going.
That's my problem with really what it comes down to is my issue with, being too, anyway.
Okay. When it goes unchecked, there are conversations that are happening in these very hateful.
What harm does it do if it goes unchecked? Your precious comic book characters don't look right on screen.
Because in these hateful circles where these negative talks are happening, they get to do something called replacement theory. You see, we're under attack. We can't even have our good white heroes anymore because here this redhead is getting changed and swapped, and there we're under attack. This is negative to us. We are a victim of something. We need to fight back. And you know how many people you can radicalize with that when it's literally happening? I am not doing anything. The studios are justifying them.
So talk to Hollywood and comic book writers about that, who are biopic, who are black.
I don't have their numbers, but I have a platform where I can talk about it, and hopefully these videos and this opinion.
This stuff on a platform in which it will be used and twisted to mean something else in other people's eyes.
Nah. When my message, if you read the tweet that I wrote, it closes out with advertising a Korean superhero who they invented a couple of years ago. So what are you talking about? What am I doing about it? That's wrong.
I didn't say it's wrong. I'm saying
what am I doing about it that can be used?
It will be used. Whenever ethnic minorities talk about, and it's only black people. Let's be real. Like we're the only ethnic minority who take something that when we're given some kind of opportunity or whatever, and we go, oh, that's a bad thing. We did it with affirmative action or something like that. Some kind of opportunity is given or whatever, where, yeah, you might say there's problems with it, but you talk to the wrong people about those problems. You start talking to people about affirmative action who want to get rid of that kind of thing for very, very different reasons than you might want to, than you think it might be fixable in different ways or, done in different ways, right? That's the problem.
The bad analogy, though. It would be sad if affirmative action were to be replaced and removed. But if race swap casting
it's already been removed, bro.
And if race swap casting gets removed, it only promotes good things. It would mean that the castings would still happen because the Hollywood studios still have they got to have this percentage black, this percentage Asian. And let's not make it a black thing. Let's get back to Stephen Ewan playing a Korean. Yeah. Those percentages would still exist, and the castings would go to elevating and establishing unknown characters that have these unique ethnic origins that are not the standard cookie cutter default, which we know promotes white supremacy, or at least it reinforces it even stronger.
That's a different discussion from the one I'm having, but
because you're talking about black issues and I'm talking about Stephen Ewan.
No, that's a completely different discussion from what I'm having. I'm talking about I mean, why are we the only ones talking?
Because you're the one that has the thing to bring up. Like,
But that's how you do it. Though.
Affirmative
When
action.
people,
That's why you guys are talking.
when guys debate,
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys still talking?
when there's a debate on these streams with like 8 people, it never gets to like we're just 2 people, and it's happening now for the first time I've ever been on a stream.
Well,
and
this
it's
is
like
what
productive.
happens when Nerdman joins.
well, I mean, but the thing I have, Nerdman, is that they're doing it more and more and more and more, and it's like there's other characters. Like, okay, like, would you be upset if they ever come? Because everybody is.
He's saying they
Whoa,
are doing that with characters
whoa,
in
whoa.
in
Give me
films.
one moment, Nerdman. Give me
Okay.
one moment.
All right.
If they came out with Blue Marvel, because I have a guy who he's white. He's like, I would love to see Blue Marvel, the character. If they made Blue Marvel white, do you know how many people would be in uproar?
If they made Blue Marvel white, do you know how many people would be in uproar?
Oh, yeah, everybody.
No. That's the problem. No, it wouldn't. Because maybe 1% of the audience would even know who Blue Marvel is.
Yeah.
Because you're assuming that the majority of the audience know who Blue Marvel is, or even care who Blue Marvel is. They don't.
Blue Marvel's been longer than a century. Like,
Yeah,
we
I know
that.
but
So he's not a white guy.
But those are
Well, even if you don't know, when you go and look it up, you get like, what the hell is
That's
this?
the thing. You're talking about a character that only people who read comic books would know that character.
But the
That's
point
not
is,
the majority of the audience.
that's not my point. My point is the history's there. He's a black
Yes.
character.
Okay.
That no matter what we say, right? He's a black character. He's longer than the century. If he got casted to be on Australia, if Blue Marvel got cast to be an Australian, you know the uproar that would happen. Come on now, let's be real. That's why I said if Superman,
yeah, but it would be a small. It would be a small minority just pretending.
I'm saying,
to care.
okay, I'm saying
No.
if the argument that you and kind of Nerdman say is like it's negligible, then if that's the case, cast an Asian person to do Superman Legacy. Then why not?
I'm agreeing with you on that because
I don't understand.
If race doesn't matter, if the race doesn't matter, then you should be able to have Clark Kent be an Asian actor.
But do you think the populace would like that?
They
That would be
wouldn't.
Clark Chen.
Yeah. They probably
Okay, hold on. Warren.
What percentage of Hollywood movies right now are having race swapped characters? What percentage of Hollywood, or not even Hollywood movies, Hollywood characters or comic book characters are being race swapped? What?
Every comic
book
movie.
Why are most of the characters who are in these still predominantly white?
Because back in the day, the comic book industry, which started in the 30s and the 40s, were not thinking inclusively. In the 60s, we got Black Panther, Luke Cage. That's why.
Sure, but I'm saying, what percentage of that are you seeing on screen? No, we're not talking about in comic books. We're talking about on screen where you're seeing race swaps. Is it like what, 5%? Is it 50%? Is it 60%? Because I would say it's on the lower end of 1%.
If you're talking about the lead characters, yeah. But if you're talking about every movie having a swap, yes. Every superhero movie the last 5 years has one.
Really?
Captain Marvel 2 had Darben. Guardians of the Galaxy had Cosmo the Space Dog, which was supposed to be a male, but it was female. And
that's not a race.
Is that a race swap?
A gender swap.
I thought he said gender and race, but if you're talking race, is the High Evolutionary supposed to be black?
Oh.
Dogs count.
No, because he's a guy from London. No,
dogs have no soul, right?
He modified.
Ant-Man Quantumania had Kang the Conqueror, who's a white character. And what else did Marvel do this year? Okay, well that's all Marvel, right? If we go,
there's a report that was put out by
going on like MCU is every movie.
Well, there was Wonder Man casting.
There's
The
that.
Hollywood
yeah.
Diversity Report for 2023 was.
Oh, we can
put
go off
out
my
by
memory. We're
UCLA.
good. Oh, we can go off my memory. I got everything.
Chill remembers all though. Don't worry.
Black Adam had Cyclone and it had Hawkman, who's supposed to be a white character.
Oh, that's right. Hawkman was supposed to be white.
Hawkman, who comes from Egyptian origins, yeah. Clearly,
But he was so white in the
But
comics.
all of those are in the past.
Clearly
Who knew was coming up as being race swapped?
They should have kept him as white because it doesn't make sense that a guy like from Egyptian kind of origin might be black or another.
Well, hello, Miss Sparkles.
You're talking about new movies that are coming up?
Yeah.
No,
Are there any new characters that are being race swapped coming up? Any new castings that are going on?
Thunderbolts has a Ghost.
Ghost is supposed to be a guy, but we never see his face, so we don't know.
Oh,
that was already previously cast.
Yeah.
What about new Marvel movies? What about new comic book movies? Anything coming up in the near future? Chill.
Sam Wilson playing
Already
Captain
cast.
America,
Already cast. He was already cast. I'm talking about a brand new casting.
It's got to be Yahya Abdul-Mateen.
Who's he?
He's playing Wonder Man. He's the guy who
Nope,
played.
that was canceled. That was canceled.
That was canceled.
What about any?
I heard it's restarted.
Any fantastic castings out there that race swap?
Pedro Pascal, who is Chilean. While the skin tone may be what a white person's skin tone is, the culture and the language and there's enough difference. What?
No, I'm saying I like how Rosales is trying to trip you up, and it's like it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, Rosales. You're not gonna trip up Killmonger. He knows this. That's why when he said it's all in here, he wasn't kidding.
Yeah, I got the Marvel Wikipedia up there.
Do you practice it every day, like the alphabet?
It's not so much trying to trip them as move on to a different topic.
Well, you invited this guy. Okay, you invited this guy, so it's your fault.
So I'll close the stream share. I'll close it, and okay, Nerdman and I are gonna continue talking this topic. Oh, this is terrible. Join us on Rosales Comics Sunday wrap up. The stream, the invitation, or rather I'm having to speak right. Just go join us there.
Start all over again.
Rosales Comics. Find this conversation continues. The 107th minute of this live stream. Good.
Great.
There we go.
Nice.
All right, where was I?
I think we're talking about Sentry.
Yeah, we were talking about Sentry.
An unnecessary character that shouldn't even have his own move.
I think. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. Go on. I was going to say who should he play? I'm curious who he should play instead of Sentry, who's such an important character.
I
really
don't
big.
think the Sentry's an important character.
He should play Hula Hula in the Plastic Man movie.
He should play, yeah.
Nobody saw that cartoon? All right.
I'm gonna look that up because it sounds fun.
Like I said,
hula.
I could see him playing like a cosmic character. I could see him playing.
What's it called?
Yeah,
a Plastic Man cartoon series from the 70s.
I think he should play the Batman villain from the 1943 film.
Yep.
Haven't played Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom. Nobody will notice.
Yeah, I mean, he's under a mask. You're not wrong.
Korean heroes exist, like this guy up top. If you read Tiger Division from November 2nd, 2022, you would know that Marvel owns Korean superheroes.
Tiger Division.
Mm-hmm.
If they do the Naruto movie, they should have a white guy play him.
Karate.
Naruto.
Look at Domino from Deadpool. White chick in the comics, black in the movies. Although the movie Deadpool version is an upgrade.
Absolutely.
I mean, was she white?
All I remember of her was hairy armpits.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Is that all you watched that movie though?
That's all I remember of her. I do think she was okay, but then just went. I'm like, what do I remember of the movie? Oh, the armpits.
Wasn't Domino kind of albino though in the comics? I mean, more than.
Yeah.
That's great representation. Jeez.
Yeah, but in the movie they gave her that disease where she's got the one eye thing.
Yeah, when she was white, when you say white, she was like chalk white, and she had a black circle over one.
Right.
Another fetish.
What?
And on.
No. You know what? Next topic. Next topic.
What is the next topic gonna be? All right, let's take a look.
Jesus Christ.
What I got here. Oh, I know what we should do. I know. Let's
Now time for a closer look.
and we're going to take a closer look at a film that was sent to me by my good friends at Wellgo USA. I've got a copy of the book, the movie right here. It actually comes out on DVD this week. So let's take a closer look at Crocodile Island, the terrifying monster thriller that debuts on digital and DVD this week. If you're a fan of the TV show Lost, where people crash landed on an island, and you're a fan of H.G. Wells' The Lost World, where they saw all kinds of big things, and you're a fan of bad graphics and cheap special effects, then you're going to love Crocodile Island. There's the titular crocodile right there. As you can see, it's just big.
Do they tame it?
Early
and make...
No, it eats everybody.
They turned it into luggage.
It eats everybody. However, I'm a big
Not
fan
this guy.
of bad movies, not movies that are made poorly, but I'm a big fan of bad movies. You know, like those old monster movies of the 50s. Let's take a quick look at the trailer right now.
飞机失事之前，我曾经看过航班信息，救援队需要24个小时才能到达。
这个好像是二战时期空军留下来的，这个上面写的这个岛上有巨鳄。
Here you see
我们
Koreans
一定
playing
要找到飞机的
Koreans.
残骸。如果通讯顺利的话，我们就可以离开；不然，只有死路一条。
臭小子，在洞口的右边有一个手雷。
手雷，手雷！这运输机本来是用来运化学试剂的。
周围那么大，我们看不见他，他也看不见我们。
不对，我们被包围了。警告你，离我女儿远一点。
我以为再也见不到你了。
赶快走！
赶快走！赶快！畜生，过来！畜生！我不想死，千万别来追我！
Oh my god.
Amazing. I'm watching this.
It's like Sharknado crocodile style.
I also just thought of Lake Placid Sparkles. I was like,
Yeah, Lake Placid.
I got lost.
That kind of feel.
Godzilla.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of Koreans playing Koreans, you're going to love this film. And it's available right now on digital on demand and on the channel, the cable channel. Hiya! So
and on the Piraten sites, yeah.
Yeah, so you know, get out there, take a look at it, watch it.
Nice. I did have one question though. How were they able to hire the people who did the special effects for the Marvels?
they did it in their.
Well, that's where they spent their money. That's all.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we gonna have a watch party? I want to do a watch party.
The CGI is flawless, Eric. El Guapo says.
Very, very, very scary.
And Korean movies and shows are my jam. I agree.
Sorry.
So there was that. I can remove that now and do this. There we go. Also presented by DMR Hosting, dmrhosting.com, fast and affordable. hosting for all of your website needs. Need to host your streaming service? Go to dmrhosting.com.
And you can do anything on that streaming service so long as it's legal in your country. Which
That's right.
It's not. I know.
Damn it.
Too bad for Cole. Too bad for Cole. Hey, Cole, what's up with Microsoft?
Now what?
Are we going to talk about like old news or that we haven't covered yet, like the purchases?
Yeah, we're going to talk about the purchases that Microsoft has made.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, they finally closed in the deal because, surprisingly, the FTC's claims were brainless. Who would have thought? And they came very unprepared, saying the dumbest shit ever. Like, hey, why isn't Halo on PlayStation? So yeah, surprisingly, they lost. Wow, and Microsoft closed the deal now. Now, this is good for them because I'm sure they'll at least make their money back fairly soon, and then have all these IPs and studios from here because specifically the Candy Crush and stuff makes a lot of money for them. But how they're doing right now with the other studios is 50-50. But the main thing that's kind of interesting about this, I guess, is the IPs. Like, it's crazy how like Crash Bandicoot was like the biggest PlayStation mascot before, and now it's an Xbox mascot.
Yeah, they own a lot of stuff now that they can turn into money by letting Amazon produce TV shows based on them.
No.
So I can't
Don't let them have it, please.
The Candy Crush movie, will be coming soon.
The Halo TV show was so good.
People liked it. Some people liked it.
I mean, they weren't Halo fans, so.
Can you go back to that list that they have now of what they have?
Yeah.
So
They
Crash
bought
Bandicoot.
Activision. What a money dump.
I mean, it's pretty crazy, like the IPs they have, but also like the specific ones they have, like involved in, like they have Spyro the Dragon now. They have, Crash Bandicoot.
Overwatch.
They have Conquer. They have Banjo Kazooie. They own like the majority of those like specific type of IPs from the past with those type of characters now, where they could honestly do like collaboration games with them now, like, and also they might even buy Sega in the future, which would add Sonic as well. Like the only ones they wouldn't have are the Mario characters and Ratchet and Clank and Rabbids for like those type of IPs.
What are they going to do with Zork? What are they going to do with Space Quest? What are they going to do with Phantasmagoria? What are they going to do?
I never know.
If it was the 80s and they still had Saturday morning cartoons, all of these would get a series,
No, I meant game-wise. I'm sorry. I meant
Tycoon.
Zork is a text adventure game. What do you get?
Oh,
I mean,
that
they
was
can always reimagine it, I guess.
Yeah.
King's Quest is an adventure game. Gabriel Knight.
Someone want to hook up K-Dot? Cole, can you hook up K-Dot?
Oh, sure. But 1 sec. I need to copy.
I'll have to go in a few minutes anyway, so I'll be able to make space.
No, we hate to see you go.
We love to
Don't lie.
Okay,
Wait, I got
on,
something special
Discord,
for Kitty here.
That was
She's
creepy,
been
bro.
gone so long, and she's been having some hard times.
That's hard times, Daddy.
Sometimes you don't feel so good. Sometimes you don't do so well. Where is it? Where is it?
I'm waiting.
Oh my goodness!
I'm excited.
Here we go.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Such a
brilliant.
Favorite.
It
Such
is.
a favorite.
You know what? I need to give that to my husband. So can you send that file so I can send it? So he'll send it to me when he wants to be like, I don't remember asking you. God damn, you'll enjoy that. This is my
at least you
ringtone.
got, at least you got it the right way around. Okay.
I smell Heaven's Bakery cooking up something good for you, sister.
That one, and he says sister, like just, then it makes it act. It seems like, oh, it's about me. Like, no.
He's still conning people, by the way, Robert Tilton.
Oh, we're going to be losing some of the audience because Sparkles is only here for Kitty.
Ooh.
She's the father of my kitten.
She's the father of your kitten?
Yeah, I'm pregnant with her kitten.
Ah.
I thought we were done with race swaps.
And we've introduced the whole gender thing.
Cats don't count.
We're on We're on species swaps now. It's crazy.
Cats do count.
Okay, thank you.
It's too long for a ringtone. I don't remember asking you God after every text.
Oh no,
that's
hilarious. No, phone calls. Oh, don't you get phone calls anymore? Are you too modern?
I like phone calls over texts.
Okay.
Yeah. No, listen, you should do the dueling banjos thing for your ringtone.
K-Dot, what's up? We haven't seen you around here in a while.
You know me, around the neighborhood, just promoting the good word of DC.
Oh boy.
Oh Lord.
Well, in other words, not much.
That's right, son.
This bullshit is so unreal.
Can you send your son to his room, please?
But I mean, if you wanted my quick opinion on a Microsoft Activision thing, big move. PlayStation better kind of. I mean, you got it right now, but it's like this is some real competition. They pretty much now at this point they got to wait 10 years, but they have Call of Duty. They got to wait 10 years to make it exclusive, and it's still a bunch of like they have Prototype, a bunch of different IPs, World of Warcraft and stuff. The IP I do want to see them actually create is Prototype 3, though. Out of all the things they acquired, I want to see Prototype 3 or a remake of the original Prototype 1.
What about Guitar Hero?
Yeah, I don't really. Guitar Hero was cool when I was in middle school. With my friends.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Guitar Hero, the series, the musical.
I mean, unless they're going to bring back something like the Kinect, I don't know how they're going to really pull off Guitar Hero.
Well, I mean, they could come up with new devices, I guess. But like the big thing that a lot of people aren't talking about enough, like they own most of like the esports things now and MLG. Like that's huge.
Don't they also got League of Legends?
No, that's Tencent.
No, they
own like World of Warcraft, I believe, and Diablo and Call of Duty. Like they own.
They're gonna do stuff with that, man. They're gonna do something with Diablo. No, don't. Rosales has made me think scary things. Nobody should. IPs should not go to Amazon. That is it.
How are
Okay.
you going to ruin Diablo any more than it's already ruined?
They'll call it Angelico.
I'm. They'll call it what?
Angelico.
I can imagine Diablo being a found footage top-down thing hybrid.
I think they'll just do some like animated
After
stuff.
what they
like
did to Wheel of Time,
I think the
I
best
wouldn't
thing for
trust
them
them
to
with
do.
any IP. Okay.
So wait a minute, Rosales, you think that they got those properties just to make shows out of them, but not actually do anything with the games themselves?
Oh, I think they plan on re-releasing the games and introduce them to their library. They're definitely going to try to remake some money on them, and the ones that do sell pretty well, they're going to go ahead and reinvest in those, and it'll be a fishing experiment to see what's money and what's not money. Not everything in the Lucas library got made.
No.
And but they picked a few things and said, here's some crap. Let's throw it, see what sticks to the wall. And that Microsoft is going to do the same thing. And they're going to pick a handful of titles and IPs that they can then further expand on, unlike Zork, and turn into other things because there's money to be made outside of games.
And they were trying to do that for a while, though. Like they tried buying Warner Bros., but they wouldn't sell.
Mm-hmm.
And Microsoft actually has the ability to pull off doing like all these movies and stuff. They do want to make a World of Warcraft movie, an actual good one, but they can do this stuff.
Yeah,
but they're going to race swap the orcs.
Instead of making them green, they're gonna make them like sandy brown orcs instead of making.
Please don't.
No, they're gonna trade out the orcs for owlbears.
Pale.
Owlbears. Goblins.
But I mean, honestly, I think the biggest jump they should take overall is bringing back the prototype franchise, like reinvesting in a big IP is kind of like open world superhero-ish game that's exclusive to the Xbox.
Yes, Eric, exactly.
That's I think something they should invest in, honestly. Because look at the hype with Spider-Man and stuff for PlayStation. It's big open world sandbox play. Spider-Man, that when Prototype came out, it was competing with what's that game on PlayStation? Infamous. It was competing with that, and had these similar superhero open world type of thing, but very different motivations for the characters. I think they should invest in that for their console, make it exclusive, and make it look like it's next generation.
They would make them Barbie dolls if they wanted to make money.
Mm-hmm. I've got it in that song in my head now.
What
I don't
song?
remember asking you a goddamn thing. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Make them all Barbie dolls. Barbie was a peak movie, guys, right? Peak.
It was.
Let's talk about Barbie again.
No.
It was really good.
Get out the way, get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Move, bitch, get out the way, get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Bitch, move! Get the f back!
Thank you, Rosales, for reminding me to put that song on my playlist and not the Ludacris song.
You're welcome. So yeah, Barbie made money. I don't know what these other women movies are having problems making money.
Yeah, they're just making excuses nowadays.
Yeah.
Is the new Hunger Games a women movie? I need to know.
I wouldn't know.
76. Is it a girly movie?
Come on,
Hunger Games movie?
mansplain.
I haven't seen the new one yet.
I would make a joke, but it would spoil the film, so I'm not.
They all end up back in the kitchen.
Like assuming they were in the kitchen in the first place.
I didn't even watch the original Hunger Games movies. I was kind of more into Maze Runner at the time. So.
Oh yeah.
No, I've heard it before.
I do like Ken's song. I had Ken's song in my head the other day as well. Yeah, good song.
Just Ken?
I'm just kidding. Yes, very good.
Beautiful song. Peak cinema.
Wait, do you have PTSD from that, Jaded?
No, I'm getting.
That's Jaded's favorite song. I don't know why he keeps denying it. Like, he liked the movie. He's just pretending.
Footage of him jamming to it, like properly getting down. He actually does this whole dance.
The fact that you watched it by yourself, Jaded, proves that you liked it.
But does the Hunger Games have any quotable lines? Because that's what's important, is that movies have lines that you can quote.
Black girl magic.
I mean, it definitely has some quotable lines, not in a good way, in like a Morbius way, but
that was great timing. Well done.
Thank you.
Yes, the whole dystopia happened because the woman left the kitchen. Walter is right. If they were in the kitchen in the first place, the Hunger Games would never happen.
Exactly.
Wait, Elliot Rogers or Elliot Roger? Which one?
You're just gonna have to search up and see which one is flagged by your. Oh, please do. Nobody related to anybody that would endanger you who's watching this.
In Hunger Games, what was the name of that lead female character?
Katniss Everdeen.
Right.
Jennifer Lawrence, the first action hero.
Katniss. Instead of saying if they had never left the kitchen, what would have been more appropriate is if Katniss actually understood her place, you would never have had the movie.
Ooh.
No, but the Panem would not have even happened. Okay, Panem, the whole dystopia, everything was women's fault. That's what I'm saying. Women if they just stayed in the kitchen.
Well, yeah, I mean it's true. She ruined the entire Hunger Games, with the ending of the first film.
Oh, just 1 second, guys.
Is that us finishing?
We've moved way away from that already, so I just wanted to make sure. See, I'm doing this so that I can help. It helps in the editing to have visual cues if you're going to segment out the videos. So These are video cues so that I can go through and decide which ones I can use, which ones I can't use, where they end, where they begin, and so on. So that's just a little non-linear editing stuff going on right there.
And you can also tell us to stay on topic too. That helps.
Yeah.
See where that was.
You mean like with the activist group that is now buying into the Disney stock?
Which activist group?
Oh, well, let me cue this up real quick. I'll just give you a quick rundown of what's been happening here. That's ugly. Activist Investor Value Act has been building a stake in Disney. Value Act Capital has taken a significant stake in Disney and has been in dialogue with Disney management. Somebody has learned this is new. This is a new stake, not previously disclosed in filings before. So somebody new is moving in on Disney, and they're in touch with the management, which leads me to believe that they are actually involved with the management, because the previous investment group that came in that were activists, they were not in talks at all with the management. As a matter of fact, they were opposing the management and the way they were managing all of the companies and the way they were doing all of the all of everything else. Okay, so Value Act comes in, and they say everything's going fine, and that the business the parks alone are worth $80 per share, saying that it's, and the reason that's important is because the previous people that moved in and tried to start a bidding war on this were saying that the entire stake of Disney was undervaluing the parks, and that they were using the parks to lift up everything else and pay for all of the movies and pay for this and pay for that and covering up everything. They threw everything in a pot, called it soup, and said, this is what we have. They weren't itemizing the different companies. They weren't itemizing Marvel, Lucasfilms, anything else, Disney Animation. And so they thought they were hiding it, and that basically the parks is paying for everything. Now, the Value Act is coming in saying, no, they're not really that important, And again, they've been what's been going on is that they've been buying into this, and it's artificially lifting the price of Disney during this time where we know, when we've seen their films, we've seen how much money they're bringing in from their films, that they're not making as much money. We know their toys are showing up at Ollie's resale shops. We know that they're not making any money at the parks. But previously, back in October, we knew that Nelson Peltz had increased his Disney stake and was trying to reignite a proxy war that he had agreed to drop last year. So what does that tell me? That tells me that Bob Iger and the gang and the board of directors have called in favors and found a group of people that are going to fight by their side to try to make sure that they stay in control and continue to make the movies and the parks the way that they are, without having to do really good business, which is what Nelson Peltz wants them to do. Make money, make good films, make a profit. Because when you make a good film and it makes profit, it means that the audience was happy and that the people were happy. And if the people were happy, they're going to invest in other things like toys, like
comics.
Visiting the park. So did you say hobbits?
And comic books.
And comic books, yes.
I didn't like comics until the movies made me say, I'm going to pick up comic books.
Well, there you go. So what say you guys?
I remember hearing about this Nelson Peltz proxy war, about the beef between Bob Iger and what's his name, Ike Perlmutter. This I understand, especially so in October he picked it back up, right? So it's got nothing to do with the box office results to Captain Marvel, but still, he's got a lot of reason to fire up.
What Chill said.
Anybody else want to know what Jill said?
Well, no, I guess it's one of those things where you're gonna have to wait and see because you can do all the predictions and you want, but it's one of those things where you got to come back 6 months later and go, okay, so here's what possibly happened, and here's what the end result is of that purchase. Because again, what you had said was also an interesting idea that so that Bob Iger can still retain control, and how is that going to pan out in future projects? Because I mean, when's Fantastic Four supposed to come out? 2025 or something?
I don't know. We got to take a look at Pedro Pascal's schedule.
With
What was that?
I said we got to check Pedro Pascal's schedule.
Keep looking.
I mean, with I would say with everything delayed, probably another 3 years at best.
Are you serious? That bad?
Yeah, I mean they're well. For instance, their reshoot.
Bye, Kitty.
Bye, Kitty. New Captain America,
Good
New World
riddance.
Order got pushed because of plenty of reshoots. They're doing a
That
reshoot
was
for
like
that.
what, 3 months worth of reshoots?
Yeah.
So hold on. What's coming out in 2024?
Deadpool 3. That's gonna be on the slip.
I don't know. I don't.
Nothing.
know.
They pushed it all back. It was the strike that pushed everything back.
There's
So
no MCU movies in 2024.
I think there might be
No,
one.
it's just Deadpool 3. That's it.
I think it's just
Deadpool 3.
Deadpool 3. Yeah.
They're releasing 4
Yeah,
movies in 2025, which doesn't really make any sense. I think that's
Yeah,
too
and
much.
Thunderbolts has got pushed as well. So
Wow,
Nobody wanted
that's
Thunderbolts
gonna be
anyways, though.
weird.
and just shut your mouth.
Don't nobody want to see Bucky leading the team. Get out of here.
This is the
Bucky
season.
Nobody wanted to see Blue Beetle, but that didn't stop DC.
Hey, Jaden.
Well, that was that's a great point because they decided to test the waters and nobody really realized that at the time. They shelved the Batgirl movie, and that was made for streaming. Didn't have really any licensing potential to it. They took the they hadn't made any of the deals, is what I'm saying, Chill.
I'm agreeing with that. I understand. Batgirl was sorry.
No, so Blue Beetle in the same boat, still made for streaming, but they put it in theaters. And so, which one is going to save them the most money is what it came down to, because they're trying to get out of that $50 billion debt that they bought into. And, you can save a certain amount of money by getting a tax write-off, or you can possibly make up the difference if it's a good popular thing. So they released in theaters. They lost money. Okay. So
wait. I don't think they lost money by releasing it in theaters.
You don't think they lost money because it
was going to make no money if it was just put on streaming. They would have grossed $0.00.
They would have gotten the tax write-off on that, which would have made it better for them.
It's 2 nickels. Okay.
How much would that tax write-off have been? How many?
I don't know yet. I don't recall right at this moment. I don't have any papers, but I can get that information to you, sir.
Well, actually, it depends on marketing, Chillmonger. If they didn't really market it, but I mean, even like a billboard or something like that costs money. Like there's and that's all over the world. It's not just like so.
My personal
all of that
opinion
costs money. So
why Blue Beetle failed is he's just not a cornerstone hero. I mean he's a good hero. I'm not saying if you go back to Ted Cord and even moving further with
the actual Blue Beetle, not the actual.
So making this movie now, Blue Beetle, allows for his popularity to grow in the future should they want to do what happened with Blade Wesley Snipes, where so many years have passed and so many people have watched this. They'll do a new Blade, and all of a sudden there's interest in Mahershala Ali playing Blade. I haven't seen a trailer for it. They haven't even started writing it.
They had a script. They didn't like it because
But my point isn't Blade. My point is Blue Beetle can have what Blade has, and so there is benefit to it. You're not going to see the dollars today, but you will see the fact that the movie was made and seen by audiences has a long-term effect.
No. Wait a second.
Well, 1 second. My thing is, I think Blue Beetle
Blade had a cooler concept, a bigger star.
I know
We're not
that.
talking about Blade though.
I do understand that. Okay, I'll use Superman. There's a new Superman movie coming out in 2025 called
and it
Superman
made
Legacy.
lots of money.
And because of the old movies, Superman Legacy is gonna be a successful movie because we know who he is and he was introduced. What Blue Beetle did by coming out made us know who Blue Beetle is. So should there be a Blue Beetle in the future, an audience will have familiarity with him.
Again, that would work.
I don't think it's that simple.
That would work. In fact, at the end of the movie, Ted Kord is still alive. So according to the franchise, and if there is ever going to be a second Blue Beetle movie, Ted Kord is going to be in it. So
different universe.
Now you're kind of establishing that there's two Blue Beetles.
We know who the main one is.
I think that would work if the film had been even somewhat successful or goes on to gain some kind of cult status, maybe. But
that's what streaming does. Yeah, it does, because HBO Max is going to release next month. Hey, watch Blue Beetle. It's out now. And people are going to say, I didn't see it in the movie theaters. Let's check out this movie quality that went to theater, theatrical release movie. Let's watch it.
But I don't think it's just going to release on Max. I think they're going to try to still earn another dollar off of that. A lot of the Warner Brothers back catalog is now showing back up on Amazon and on Netflix.
Good.
They got I thought it was hilarious to see the Justice League on there instead of the Snyder version on Netflix.
Wow.
But the point is, the Warner Brothers thought there were two choices when it came to salvaging a film that was made direct to streaming, and that was the tax write-off, which is shelve it, put it away, or release it in theaters. And as the strike drug on, they had to make a choice on another film that was completely finished, which was the Coyote versus Acme, starring John Cena. And they decided they were going to shelve it to make the money. But then somebody came up and said, hey, let me sell it. Let me sell it. They didn't listen to the guys first time around when they said, let me sell this to somebody else, because it didn't test very well, the Batgirl movie. However, this one tested really, really high. So they're giving him an opportunity to sell the film's distribution to somebody else. Somebody else is going to put the money in for it. They're going to get money back while somebody else pays to get it out there. So it's a better chance of them making the money back from the advertise without having to put advertising into it, without having to get the distribution copies out there, and possibly make some money. So let's wait and see now what's going to happen if it actually gets distribution through another platform.
Hey, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tony, what's up?
I mean, I have nothing against Blue Beetle, by the way. I think the character's okay. I personally think the character should have started alongside someone first and then worked his way up. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, like maybe Ted Kord.
Or Booster Gold. Who knows? So
no, we're not getting a blue and gold as much as I'd love to have one.
But that's why I think when you build up a character slowly through someone else, through I wouldn't say sidekicky, but like have him appear and be like the co-star, you can build up that following, just like you said, Chill. But having him just put out there, I don't think there's just that big of a following for Blue Beetle yet.
I don't think there's that big a following for DC.
Well, if they had characters worth following, it would help.
Yeah,
right. Outside of their Magnificent
Ant-Man.
They are almost they're almost done. They're almost done with the previous management's films. You got Aquaman, and that'll be it. It'll die its painful public death. And then with the Superman movie and the cartoon with the monsters, that's going to start the new generation. We'll see what's going on. I mean, a lot of people are saying that the only reason that they're starting all of these new projects is that in 2025, Warner Brothers Discovery is going to sell off Warner Brothers to somebody else, and it'll wind up being in somebody else's hands. But you're not going to get rid of $50 billion worth of debt just to pay that off just to sell it to somebody else.
Okay,
So I think
Disney
that's
will
a little
take it.
short-sighted. Not unless they can get $50 billion for it and make a profit off of it. So, that's the one thing Zaslav has on his side, is that he's turning this into a company that's actually making content for the right reasons as opposed to the wrong reasons. So, and where was I? If you're wondering what the wrong reasons are,
Black Girl Magic.
it's the messages that they're trying to send that are more important than the characters that they're putting on screen.
When has DC done that, really? I don't know that DC really has played that game, apart from like maybe the what was the movie, the Birds of Prey. I think that's much more of an MCU sin, to be honest, than DC.
Well, the Birds of Prey, the Emancipation of blah 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 blah, and the Batgirl movie as well had
Which
had a lot
other
of that
one?
stuff to do with it. The Batgirl.
Which one?
The one.
Oh,
not
the
I'm
Batgirl.
sorry. Yeah, the one that got
It didn't
shelved that
even
nobody
come
got
out.
to see. Yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't even come out.
But that's because the company.
But you're going
switched
on like they've got
management.
a record of them doing that. I don't. Where have they got a record of making supposed?
Well, no,
I don't
think
even
he was
believe
saying
in this
that wasn't
term, but
an example.
like
I
message
think that was an example.
movies. I'm genuinely curious because I don't see it like that. I don't see Shazam or Wonder Woman was a message movie, but in a good way. And
yeah, you don't need a plot to have a movie.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman,
you don't.
1994. All you have to do is believe and have good thoughts.
Wonder Woman 1984, whatever, like whatever happened, but like that was bad because it was bad. that wasn't bad because of a message.
That's an outlier. That doesn't
was...
count as an example.
No, I'm not saying. Look, the message in that movie was not the problem. The movie was the problem. The shitness of the trash dialogue and acting and everything was the problem with that movie. It wasn't any.
Hold on. Are you talking about Wonder Woman or Wonder Woman 84?
I'm talking about what was it? The Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Oh God, that movie sucked so bad.
The problem with Wonder Woman 1984.
Luckily, it had one of the best characters ever in comic book history. So that was the only.
Who was that? Mr. Fantastic?
Oh, not in this lifetime.
Dr. Doom?
The problem with Wonder Woman 1984 is that they cast Pedro Pascal as not an adopting stepfather figure, and so when he plays anything other than stepfathers or adoptive stepfathers, he tanks.
Yeah, but I'm still curious where are you saying that it was that one movie, or are you saying that there was? All right, I'll throw in Wonder Woman 84 if you want to throw in the Wonder Woman 84. So Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman 84. Are there a lot of other movies you see like that in?
I would, if
library of movies, because I
can
really
go back
don't.
through the library of movies and come up with something, and we can probably get back to that. But the point is that almost all of Hollywood is doing the same thing. So you see it more so in Marvel. I will give you that Marvel has done it more so than DC. However, the management was spending money to spend money and was not actually working towards anything other than creating content. And that content was not intended to make any money. And so those projects were shelved and gotten rid of. Walter agrees with you, though. I agree with Nerdman. I don't really think agenda setting with DCEU is that's more of an MCU thing. The female-based films I see, nothing too much past that. So there we go.
There we go.
There we go.
I'm right
All
again,
right.
as per usual.
I would laugh if Aquaman becomes the most successful DC character.
Yeah, especially since they're shelving the character and turning him into Lobo.
And if they screw up Lobo, I am going to be so pissed.
Why?
Because I like the Lobo. I like the 90s Lobo character. I thought it was a really good parody of the whole extreme thing. It was a great
character.
Yeah, it was a good character.
Of a good character. What was good about it?
It wasn't so much
takes, bro.
Pardon?
Some fake Wolverine like they wanted to make because Wolverine and the X-Men and like dark.
Well, no, they were because at that time it was all the extreme versions of all the characters that they were trying to do, and because they were doing it with Punisher and they were doing it with Wolverine and they were doing it with a few other characters, and so
being
Lobo
dark and edgy was in.
Yeah,
being dark and edgy was in. It didn't matter if it suited like anything.
Right, it didn't matter if it suited the character, and Lobo was a really tongue-in-cheek parody of it, and it was funny and it was well written.
Yeah, and he rode a motorcycle that doubled as a gun.
Yeah.
Just needed to wrap that part of the segment up. But now we can talk about Lobo if you want to.
Oh, no, there was one quick question, though. When it says activists for what? Like,
well, what they mean by activist investors, that means that the company comes in as a whole, takes over a larger share of the company by buying up most of the shares, and then they start trimming the fat and taking over the management part of it and getting it ready to resell, which is why a lot of people think that Zaslav is doing that with Warner Brothers. They come in, trim the fat, get it ready to sell. However, they did buy into so much debt that it would be like kids in the background. You guys hear that? My son's having a great time on his Xbox Series X. Damn that Xbox One for dying on me. Had to upgrade. Anyway, so we've got two sets of activist investor companies that are now basically trying to gain control over Disney.
Sexual liquids.
So yeah. So that's what's happening there with those guys. So but anyway.
Are they trying to take over?
Yes, they are trying to take them over. So they're either going to do exactly what they've been doing, or they're depending on which one wins, they're going to do a Zaslav on Disney and try to turn everything around, which means that everything planned past 2025 will be up in the air.
Ooh.
But guys, It is time for the lightning round where we wind up playing some kind of game. And I've got 3 games that we can choose from here. I can share the screen real quick. I'll show you guys. All right, we've got Gartic Phone, which I think everybody's played before. We've got Make It Meme and something called Votes Out. And Votes Out is basically, I don't know what it is. I've never played it before.
Sounds like our new game. Let's try it.
So do we want to try that new game? We got 1 vote for Votes Out. Sure. We got 2 votes for Votes Out. Going once, going twice.
Yes, 76.
All right. So, all right. Let me do this then. In the private chat.
Is that Miss 1776? Wow, I didn't even know she was here.
Hey.
You will go to that particular link to go to Votes Out.
Long time.
And the game code to enter the game will be this in the private chat. So there we go. So you enter the game by entering the game code after you go to that particular link to get to the game.
Yeah, it has been a while. I think, what was it? The award thing was the last time.
The award thing. Ooh, somebody's mic got loud.
Was it mine?
Me.
Oh, did your microphone die?
No, I just clicked the mute button again.
Ooh.
Look, I'll do it again. But now you can hear my voice.
Oh, I thought I heard traffic. Sorry.
I don't know what monster I want to be.
All right, so we got Cole, Jaded Fanboy, Warren.
I picked the one that looks like Trudeau.
76. Jill, you coming into the game?
Yes.
I thought I did.
Oh. No. Oh, there you are. There you are. And
Next time you do this game topic, make it like, you know how you can put it in the private chat like you just did now? Do it before so that we could already be there. Like, while, because, you know, there's never all of us talking. One of us could be talking and the other guys could be in the private chat getting ready. And you're like, all right, lightning round, we're already ready and we're going to play the game.
Awesome. Let's save this part of the admonishment for the video too. That'll be awesome to have that in there still. That's great. Yes. No, it's you are absolutely right. I was off my game. Off my game. Votes out.
Walter
Walter
says
says
blur things out, so I can help you with that now.
and Nerdman, are you going to be joining us, sir?
He's already been voted out.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to do my work. I'm trying to do some work for tomorrow, but yeah, I'll play.
Okay, awesome.
I was trying to double multitask.
So can we vote out Cole?
Trying to double task.
I have no idea how this game works. So
why have I been voted out? It was you, wasn't it, Miss 1776? What the hell, man?
Oh no, my vote's for Cole to get voted out.
In ages.
Wow, that's racist.
When all players are ready, I will start the game. And any time now. So you get paid to argue on the internet? Is that what's going on, Nerdman?
Oh God, I wish.
No, I get paid to take shit from teenagers and children.
While arguing on the internet?
While arguing on the internet.
Do any of them know what you do online there, man?
No, I don't let them. I think one of them found something, but it was luckily just like my music.
What do you like, an admin on Roblox or something?
An admin on Roblox? I don't even know what that means. That's cool.
That's awesome.
I am.
Cool. Walter wants to know if you're a turd
burglar. Yeah, man, okay.
It's a fellow teacher. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. Have any of your students been MCU fanboys?
Oh, I've put them right off that stuff.
That's abuse.
It's been pure DC indoctrination in my classes, man.
That's awesome.
I'm not
online
surprised.
classes.
No.
Actual classes with actual kids.
Actual
That's
classes
terrible.
with
That is terrible. They got germs, man.
They're gonna be
They
some
smell.
I know.
They smell. They got bad habits. I own children. I own children. That's terrible.
It shouldn't take this long, Nerdman.
It's like fucking Lord of the Flies, man. It really is.
Never mind. Did you go to the private chat? Click the link.
Oh, what's happened?
Put the game code in. Thank you.
Oh, right.
This is the face palm on the channel right now.
Who's the teacher?
Yeah, he's not used to being taught.
This is the man that's broken young people's minds.
Does he mean crappy views like low
Don't
viewership?
worry,
Or does he mean...
I told them how trash Silver Surfer is. Don't worry.
And then they all laugh at you.
Visit the website votesout.com and then put that game code in, starting with an E. It's 4 digits. Just type it in there.
Like, I'm a surfer dude and I'm totally silver. I choose Monster. Okay.
Your stream, Chillmonger?
What am I sharing?
Are you still sharing the stream?
No, it was like.
S.
Why are you talking when I'm talking, sir?
Sorry. He's
I'm not.
coming at me.
For 30 minutes, when the Steven Union topic ended, I shut it out.
Wow. Oh, there he is. There he is. Thank God. There is a Lord in heaven.
Question number 1. Fashion trend that should become popular again.
Oh, so now we put an answer in, and then we get to vote on them.
I like this game already.
10 seconds. Ooh.
No, Eric, apple bottom jeans.
Let's see. We got afros. I don't care an opinion. Puffy afros. So are we voting? Oh, I can get up to 2 answers. Overly sized. I don't know what. Okay, that disappeared.
Anime t-shirts.
Okay. I'm going to say evening wear and oversized
5
anime
seconds.
t-shirts.
Oh, I vote as well. Okay.
Yes. You don't have to.
Overly sized anime t-shirts with the victory.
All right. What's the next question here?
I didn't get to put in my answer.
Worst breakfast imaginable.
I didn't get to put my answer in, though.
It doesn't say you did.
Still waiting for a host for to start question. So I'm out, I guess.
I think I know what at least 3 of these answers will probably be.
I was gonna. Well, since I couldn't put my answer, I was gonna say liver and onions.
On our screen,
I was gonna say it, Cole, but they actually say the names of who wrote with the right answer.
there's a problem on screen that says Warren and Nerdman are still voting. Like we're waiting for you two, but you're both telling us that you didn't get a chance.
Yeah, it says it appeared there were no answers. So yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Fingers smash.
Bangers and mash.
Warren and me fucking shit up.
Cole.
Unless they got voted out.
What is bangers and mash?
Some British crap.
It's sausage and mashed potato.
Although I do agree with you. If that's your answer, it's pretty cool.
Otherwise known as some British crap.
Anything that has a side of mushy peas.
Oh, I almost.
Oh, yeah, look, see, it says dropped. Oh, wait, nope. Well, they all say drop. I don't understand. All right.
Question 3. Best thing to be famous for. I was going to write talent, but I don't think that's an acceptable answer.
Okay, it said there would appear there'd be no answers. That's what
Sausage
it said.
and mashed potato, and it's great. You say that, Bri, because you live there. Grits. I hate grits. Clout chasing. What to be famous for? Clout chasing.
Yeah, well, it didn't let me vote. That's unfortunate.
I guess you're out.
You didn't let me.
I voted.
Didn't let.
I voted.
Oh, I see. So the most votes put you out. I see.
Also, if you got the most votes, you don't get to vote next. Okay.
Well, at least that's what I think. I don't know how this works.
Grits are fire.
OnlyFans.
Oh God.
Oh man, there's nothing I want to choose.
You bunch of horn dogs.
Yep.
I don't know. This is hard. It's kind of overthrowing government, but it's also music as well. And I'm thinking,
Biggerford Entertainment has a new category of entertainment they have. It's great with gravy, but none of that liquor stuff from the South. South of England. Overthrow corrupt government got 4 votes.
Jaded.
What?
Don't say what.
Morning, Michael. We're playing the game.
It worked for the Kardashians. I don't see why not.
Strangest family tradition.
I could answer that, but you're gonna get me in trouble.
You're gonna put sex tape again, aren't you?
I guess my vote's out because I couldn't put anything. So
easy.
Okay, I think you have to like refresh and then join again and put in your answer.
20 seconds left. Waiting on Fanboy, Warren, Nerdman. Incest, inbreeding, ear picking.
I was gonna say that, but I'm gonna get in trouble.
Okay, well, like 4 of these are the same. Jesus Christ.
ETW5. That's why.
What is that? What is ETW5? Wait a minute.
Did
Don't
that
tell
one.
me.
The password.
Don't tell me. I'm ear picking. Oh, it's the password. I was scared. I was scared.
Yeah, well, I voted for it. That's great.
I would have said being an MCU
3
fan.
votes. The winning answer. That's gross. Okay. Where in the world would you never want to? Where in the world would you never want to visit?
Cole wrote MSK's basement.
I would, but I thought of a better answer.
There's no better answer than MSK's basement.
Did you pick a real place?
Me?
Cole.
Yeah. Oh, Cole? His backyard.
Listen, you could just wait.
Shoot, I can't even. No, I can't even put that.
So Cole says you just got to refresh your page and it'll start coming back.
Yeah, I don't know if the reasons
I'm not gonna be able
that
to
was.
answer them.
Oh, Nerdman's back.
Sex tape. Are we voting?
Who put sex tape?
You know who.
That doesn't even make sense.
Michael says, for some reason, guys, I went 3 years without a toaster and I just bought one again, so I'm eating a bunch of waffles.
Yeah. But did you not like my answer, Chill?
Italy. Italy won.
2 L's.
I misspelled it. My bad. I was like, I typed. It was a mistypo. It was a typo.
I love how fast the answers are for this one.
I just can't wait to see what the ratio is of how similar they're going to be.
Oh, pretty similar. I'm getting that.
I'm not trying to be clean here. This is what's hilarious.
Sex tape.
She just said her sex tape.
I voted for 2. I voted for IOU and Your Dirty Laundry.
Cleaning supplies 1.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Something happened on my thing.
Is that for this question or the previous question? There's no way to control how many questions you have. That's a shame.
Yeah. Well, it's 12 at least.
Oh, do I vote now?
Someone taking their time voting? Is that what's going on?
76
Yeah,
can't
I'll
decide
vote.
between
I
pets and
did. I
pronouns.
voted already. I did.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's a tie. 3 votes each. Nerd Man, Warren, and Chill. A black actor, attachments, Iron Man dying. Score so far: Miss 76 with 19 votes, Chill with 17, and yeah, okay. Worst trouble you could get into as a kid.
I have to go back into school to think of mine.
I would relay a story, but that whole record got expunged when I turned 18. You should have a more worried look on your face, Chill.
Oh my god.
Wow. Wow. Ooh, it's a tie. Murder conviction and jumping in a white van with Jared Fogle.
You know, I thought somebody would say hang out with a black kid in the 30s.
Yeah, nobody your age is going to say that.
Man, what soundtrack would be my life? Soundtrack? Not song. Soundtrack?
What song would be your soundtrack?
Okay, I got it. Easy. See, if this was a normal panel, we would get "Don't worry, be happy." You know, there'd be people. It's just another manic Monday, but we're gonna get chaotic answers right now.
Gonna get answers nobody's ever heard of.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
Hair of the Dog. What song is that?
Hair of the Dog. I spelled it wrong.
Yeah, Usher. Emotional Abuse by Puff Daddy and R. Kelly. I really don't care.
Man, that's a duo you don't want to party with.
Puff Daddy and R. Kelly?
Yeah.
Oh, you saw the news too, eh? It's hard to vote.
Biggerford's got a really good soundtrack.
I won.
Oh. What? At least I censored it,
yeah.
all right?
Jesus, Cole.
Oh God.
Worst
think I-
pickup line.
Don't use
like,
the same
it's
line,
edgy.
Cole. Don't use the same line.
Hey, you're just trying to be edgy, Cole. You're being a loser. Serious.
I like your answer, Rosales.
You've used it.
Does this smell like chloroform?
Hey, you can't use it if it works. Okay, you can't count it as a worst pickup line if it works.
You said it only worked twice.
Still
These are all-
works.
These all suck. If you were a triangle, you would be an acute one. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Updated.
And no stealing my pickup line, Cole.
He's got his own.
Why?
Only one vote for Don't Scream.
Most annoying snack. It's got to be one that gets your fingers dirty.
Don't put a woman's name.
Yeah. I got a loud snack, sticky, stains you. Corn chips, especially when you chew
Okay,
like a damn.
what idiot put that? Cole, was that you?
Why do you
I
think
did.
it was me?
Because you're the only jackass on the string. I swear, Jaded, it better not have been you.
I'm crazy, not stupid.
A healthy one.
Oh, that is so tame of you.
Cole, I swear, I'm gonna hunt you down.
No
I'm gonna-
joy. Who's on the damn panel? I said I'm crazy, not stupid.
And the final question. If you had a warning label, what would be yours?
Oh, I can't move my. God damn it! I don't know what's happening. I'm not trying very hard on these ones, I have to say. So,
We need a quicker time limit. Can you change that?
Nope, can't do anything. I started the game and that was it. It was just what it is.
You do not deserve.
Dangerous curves ahead.
Whoa. Whoa.
Sex tape included. Who keeps doing sex tape?
These are almost all the same, so yeah. Can't wait to see how this game actually works.
Don't open around Asians.
That's definitely Cole.
Jill got 5 votes with Do Not Disturb. 4 question. Look at that. Chill won. 28 total votes. Anybody want a premium pass of votes out?
Or what does it include?
No.
Maybe options? Let's see here. Guys, particularly Nerdman and his filthy mouth. I have you on the store, and there's his family, and here's...
oops! Oops!
3.
You should have said that like 20 minutes ago when we started the game.
Yeah. So, that is a shame, and we'll have to keep that in mind the next time we see Rogue Comments comment when we do a stream, that he's probably at work and he's probably got this blasting through the store to annoy his clients. So
yeah, I feel bad for the kids. Oops.
Buy comic books.
Rogue, check your DM and read Black Panther 6.
Yes.
Oh, Walter, that was a good one. I totally missed MSK's pickup line. That would have been a good one.
What was MSK's pickup?
What was MSK's
I
pickup?
can't read it because it's not PG or PG-13.
Oh, okay. All right.
Is it
well,
there?
guys, I don't know. Can you go back and see them?
Yeah, you can scroll up in the comment section.
Oh, in the comment section.
Yeah,
I didn't even know
Walter-
MSK was
Walter
here.
put it.
Oh, okay.
Well, Walter put
Oh,
a,
he's Walter.
yeah, he used MSK's pickup line.
All right.
I gotta go prepare for my stream, so I'm out.
Yes. You know what? We are probably already done. So thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for playing along. Thanks for sticking around for so long and commenting in the comment section. What a great load of fun it's been. Thanks for stopping by, Nerdman. You're always welcome anytime. If we can get a link to you, we can whenever
Thank you.
the mood suits you and you need to speak up and have your
Yeah.
voice be heard. We're here to listen to it.
We are.
Thank you.
Well, I mean,
right?
somebody
I've
might
never
have
heard
something to
anyone
say
say
about that.
before in my life, but you know.
No.
thank you.
I
appreciate
enjoy
that.
having an actual conversation. So
Why are you
That's
lying to this man?
You are wrong! All of you are wrong!
So even if other people hold a differing opinion than me,
You are rotten. You stand for nothing.
I very much enjoy conversation with you as well. I just think you bring the class of the show down with all these other guests. That
What?
you put on it.
well, they all have something I don't have, and that's an audience. So
Yep.
I'm the one who's doing all of the clout chasing here.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic though that in that Bray Wyatt clip he used the words rotting because that's what he's doing right now.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
This is
So
why I told you about the whole class issue on this channel. I'm telling you now.
And with that, we'll wrap up the show, guys. Have a great Sunday.
Congratulations, that was one of the stupidest things that I've ever seen anybody post on the internet before. Congratulations. congratulations. The bar is high 'cause people post lots and lots of stupid things, but you're